The first and foremost thing I need to clarify is my position in the wake of Brain Police's mischaracterization. First, I am not a reductionist or a physicalist. I think reductionism is Brain Police's word of the week because he keeps throwing it around a lot. I do not deny concepts or relationships, nor do I deny concepts or relationships regarding human experience. Thoughts, emotions, ideas, preferences, all cannot be physically pointed to, but are useful concepts. And so we use them, and I use them. I never said ethics was bunk because it could not be physically pointed to. That was an argument against objective morality specifically. If you would like to know what my actual arguments are, my videos will be in the description. Second, most of the content on Fringe Elements is from other people. You can look through the blog posts. One regular poster is Samuel Hammond, who is a Keynesian and believes we need universal morality. Another is Tumbleweed Joe, a Catholic. Another is Cal, who had a video debate with Spock on morality. The entire site is open to the public, unlike Freedomain Radio, which keeps the more crazy content locked in other sections of the site where you have to become a paying member to access. But don't take my word for it. All the content on Fringe Elements is open for the public and will be, unless it gets banned by Ning, and you can go check it out for yourself. And the biggest influence on my view of morality and philosophy in general, recently, maybe not overall, but recently, has been Caligula. And I'll link to his channel in the description. It should be noted that Complete Liberty, a site created by, a Ning site similar, created by Aaron and Exomniverse, did hide content from the public. They also talked more about psychology and how you ought to live your life. Yet I did not see you calling them a cult. And I think you did not call them a cult because they agreed with you. Furthermore, I made Fringe Elements in response to my YouTube accounts getting banned, so that I could have a place on the net that was less likely to get removed, and it has since grown rather spontaneously. Of course, it's still my site, but I'm probably only about a third of the content on the site. On to the meat of your video. Nobody is ignoring beliefs. I myself have stated over and over again that the state is sustained primarily by belief and force at the margins. Same with property, same with any norm. This is the ideological and marginal state. I do not deny belief, which you call culture. I don't like the word culture because it is vague, but if you must know, then no. I do not deny culture. The state itself comes from it. What's more is that slavery could and did occur on a free market, and I have never denied this. Medieval Ireland had slavery sustained not by some central legal agency or some land monopoly state, but by the beliefs of the relevant parties. I can even come up with a scenario where a non-democratic state could intervene and put an end to slavery, which would have persisted on a free market, though in reality states ended up sustaining slavery past its sustainability on a free market. I do not support a patchwork of free market Berlin walls or norms shaming various minorities. I never have. Not even when I called myself a white nationalist did I want something like that. I don't hate groups of people. I hate individuals. I am an individualist. I hate you for the unique qualities of you, not for some unchosen superficial ticks. Now, BP, the reason I lumped you in with Mr. 1001 Nights is because you want presuppositions in terms of property. Of course, realistically, in any transition to a stateless society, most contracts made in the statist society will just be transferred over to the stateless society, and so there's a whole load of presuppositions there. But ideally, there would be no presuppositions, because the task of determining ownership and abandonment, which some people call active use to pretend they don't support land property ownership, cannot be calculated beforehand. It is an economic problem that can only be solved by the relevant agents in what you can call the market, or if you don't like the term market so broad we could call it the social market or whatever. Just the agents interacting with each other. It can only be calculated that way. As soon as some presupposed authority starts deciding property above the direct subjective valuations, you get the chaos of the arbitrary, and it has the same effect as statism. An example of this could be religion. Presupposed authority as to what is the correct mode of property above the subjective valuations of the people interacting with each other. Another presupposed authority could be some moralizing busybodies telling you what the correct form of property ownership should be.